Alright, how's everybody doing? It's the J-Rex here, and gonna talk about something that I've really been wanting to talk about for a long time, and it needs to be talked about. So, I hope everybody's doing okay, as usual. I hope everybody's hanging in there and making out the best of things, and keep the hope strong and alive. So here we go with the video. Do not trust your doctor. Do not trust your doctor. Just do not trust him. I'm sorry to say this. It's sad that we live in a world where people do not have access to reliable, healthy health care. Cheap, reliable, healthy health care. And it's such a shame that Americans do not have access to such a thing, and a lot of people just in the world just don't have access to such a thing. So I'm gonna talk about my experience about why I personally just don't trust doctors. And the bottom line why you cannot trust doctors is because it's a very corrupt business. It's sad that it's come to this way, but anything that involves the use of money will be corrupted. It has the chance to be corrupted, and it blows. And unfortunately, this is what's going on with the medical field. The medical field has been touched by money, and anything that has been tainted or touched by money is going to go down the shitter. And that's what's going on with the healthcare system. It's just doctors are just too it's too tempting to misdiagnose patients or prescribe patients extreme methods of treatment. And it's way too tempting to do these corrupt things in order to get more money. Like, okay, say a patient is sick. Say that a patient is like sick or has cancer. It's too easy to tell. It's too tempting to tell the patient, like, you got cancer. The only way we can do it is we got to shoot these lethal doses of radiation at you to cure your cancer. We're not going to tell you that you can just eat healthy, just eat your vegetables, eat your vitamins, drink your water, say your prayers, and treat your cancer the natural way. We're gonna just do very extreme, dangerous, lethal alternative treatments to cure your cancer because we will make more money doing that. I'm not going to make any money just telling you to eat your broccoli. No, I'm not going to make any money doing that. I'm going to instead provide more expensive, dangerous treatments to cure your ailments. And it's too easy. Like, people getting sick left and right. It's too easy for a doctor to just tell these sick people, like, hey, you need to start eating healthy, and you need to just start taking care of yourself, and if you do that, you will stop getting sick. Doctors are not going to do that. They're going to prescribe all of these just dangerous treatments. We need to put you through chemotherapy, or we need to do an open heart surgery, or we need to chop off various parts of your body. We need to chop your leg off. Oh my God, your leg hurts. You got a leg cramp. Oh, we're gonna just chop off your leg to cure that ailment. Oh my God, you got an arm cramp. We're gonna chop off your arm too. Oh, you got a cold. We're gonna just chop off your nose too. We're gonna we're gonna chop this off, we're gonna chop that off, we're gonna chop this off, we're gonna do this and that and this and that and open heart surgery, and we're gonna go in there and cut things up. We're gonna just do every imaginable possible thing that we can do to fuck you up even more and make the most amount of money that we can possibly can, while still barely just healing you. We will cure your ailment, but we will cure it in the most painful, excruciating, expensive, most non-necessary way that we can fix it, because we're trying to make money. I'm not going to make any money just telling you to just eat your vitamins and take your vitamins and say your prayers and drink water. I'm not going to just make any money just telling you to eat healthy. I'm going to just come up with these far more expensive treatments to cure your ailments. So, yeah. So this is why you just cannot trust your doctor, because there's always the money incentive within. There's always the incentive to just make more money, and that incentive to make more money will always be in the back of their heads. And these doctors know that the average American just doesn't know shit about being healthy. They don't know how to be healthy. The average American just doesn't know how to be healthy, and they just see that as a way to exploit innocent Americans, and it's sad, really. So, and so the reason why I say this is because I've had a bad experience at the doctors recently, and I got a tooth removed from my mouth, and I was in a very vulnerable position. I was very vulnerable, and I was hurting, and unfortunately I let myself get manipulated and controlled by a doctor who I don't even know, and I allowed him to just go into my mouth and just rip a tooth out of my mouth. And it still upsets me to this day that the tooth is gone, because once you take a tooth out, it's gone forever. That tooth is not coming back. And you can't make extreme, you can't just do extreme things like that and just take a tooth out, because that tooth will be gone forever. And that's what he did. He took a tooth out, and he tried to take other teeth out, and I just started to get suspicious of him. And I was like, why do you want to take out all these different teeth? And he was like, you have an infection. You have an infection, and the only way we can fix this is we have to take out the teeth. But I was just like, why, if I have an infection, why do you have to take the teeth out? Can't you just give me antibiotics to get rid of the bacterial infection that's in my teeth? Why do you just gotta rip out all these teeth out of my mouth? He's just like, oh, it's the only way we can fix it. Giving you antibiotics is not going to fix it. I just have to take the whole thing out. And I got really, that's when I trusted him at first, but then my instincts started to kick in, and I was just like, wait, I don't know if I want to trust this guy. Like what the heck? Like, this guy just suddenly just wants to pull out all these teeth out of nowhere, and what the heck? And I was just like, no, do not take those other teeth out. Those teeth, they feel perfectly fine. I don't know why you feel like you got to take those teeth out. Do not take them out. Just get rid of the one that hurts. Get rid of the one that actually hurts. See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know why doctors always want to revert to the most extreme measures to fix things. Oh, arm cramp, we got to chop off your arm. Oh, your heart's all messed up. We got to go up in there and cut shit up. Oh, your leg cramp, we got to cut your leg off. I don't know why doctors always go the most extreme route. Like, you guys cannot just be ripping things out of our mouth, or going up into our body and cutting shit up, or chopping off various legs or arms or other important extremities to the human body. We kind of need those parts. They're kind of important. We kind of need them. You just can't be going around just chopping off random things off of the human anatomy. And this is what this guy's trying to do. He's just trying to rip out important things that are in my mouth that I kind of need. And he's just trying to rip them all out. Like, you can't just do that. Those are important pieces. I need those to eat. Because if I don't have those teeth, it's going to be a lot harder for me to eat. I'm ultimately just going to starve to death and die. Okay, I'm going a little bit extreme, but you get my point. So, yeah, so he eventually took that one tooth out. And it's gone forever. Now that tooth is gone forever. But, so I got a little bit suspicious. So I was like, why? Why did he do that? Couldn't there have been another way to do it? And I was like, I'm going to go to another doctor and verify this. So I went to another doctor to get another introspective into things. And I've heard a lot of good things about this doctor. People were telling me to go to this doctor. They really recommended it to me, and they told me to go to this doctor. So just for the record, not all doctors are bad. There are a couple good ones. But there's an extreme incentive for there to be bad doctors as well, because there's just too much profit potential for doctors to make providing expensive, unnecessary treatments. And there's going to be bad doctors that are going to do that, like the one that just ripped out my tooth. So, so yeah, I went to this other doctor, and this doctor looked at the tooth that the other doctor wanted to rip out. He looked at the other teeth, and he was like, your teeth are fine. There is no infection. The reason why your tooth looks like that in the x-ray is because it's inflamed, because you're clenching and grinding your teeth too hard at night. You're grinding your teeth too hard at night. That is why you have that. In the x-ray, it's inflammation. It's not a bacterial infection, it's inflammation. You're biting down too hard. That's why your teeth hurts. So I'm just like, wow, this doctor was about to rip a perfectly healthy tooth. The other doctor, he was about to rip a perfectly healthy tooth out of my mouth for no reason whatsoever. I was about to lose a perfectly fine tooth for no reason. And yeah, so there you go. There you go. So I believe I've said all I needed to say. Case in point, thank God I didn't listen to that other doctor, because if I listened to that other doctor and he ripped out my other teeth, I would probably look like a grandpa right now, and I have like a bunch of missing teeth in my mouth, and yeah, so so thank goodness. I'd probably be talking right now. You see like a bunch of hole in my teeth right now, just like missing, and probably just see a bunch of black holes in my mouth. But so luckily I did not listen to him. So yeah. So thank goodness I didn't do that. So bottom line, do not trust your doctor. There's too much of a profit incentive. Too much of a profit incentive for doctors to make money off of your suffering. And you can't trust. I'm sorry, I wish you could trust people. I wish I could trust people. I wish I could just assume everybody has the best of their intentions, the best of my well-being, the best of just everything in their heart. I wish people just had the best of intentions in their heart, and I would like to believe that everybody was inherently good, but I'm just sorry to say there are bad people out there. There are bad people out there that just only care about themselves, and they only care about making money, and they're going to do whatever it takes to make that money, which includes just ripping out a lot of perfectly healthy teeth out of your mouth for the sake of just putting more money into their pockets. And he probably made a lot of good money, because that guy got paid like $400 that day just ripping out a tooth out of my mouth that he probably did not have to rip out. That tooth probably did not have an infection either. That tooth was probably perfectly fine, It probably never had a bacterial infection, and he just ripped out that tooth for no reason at all. And the whole reason I ripped out that tooth was because I thought the tooth was dead, because I looked in the back. I saw like a part of the tooth that was black, and I thought like my tooth was rotting or something. But come to find out, after the tooth got pulled, I looked at it. It wasn't a dead tooth. The half of the tooth that I thought was black and decayed teeth was not the case. It was a friggin' filling. It was a friggin' crown. There was nothing wrong with that tooth whatsoever. And it was perfectly healthy. It was perfectly rounded. There was like no holes in it. There was no cracks in it. It was a perfectly fine, perfectly round tooth. And that doctor just pulled it out for no reason. So, but, you know, the doctor's probably thinking like, I'm not going to make any money telling this guy to just, you know, oh, take some calcium, take some supplements, go easy on the brushing, don't brush too hard, you know, don't brush your teeth too hard, you know, give it a rest. Probably take some night guard to protect your teeth at night. He's not going to say that because he's not going to make any money doing that. He's going to just instead say, it's much more profitable to say, I need to pull the whole thing out, and I'm gonna take the whole thing out. I'm gonna charge you $400 for it. So yeah. So bottom line, do not trust doctors. I'm sorry to say. I wish there were good I wish people were just inherently good and just were not out to just make money off of every single person, off every single thing. But I'm sorry, just people can get greedy. People get greedy and people get corrupted by the money, and they're willing to do anything, whatever it takes to get more green pieces of paper to put in their pockets. Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. If you have a sickness, do your research. Trust your instincts. If the doctor is saying some fishy things that are just not sitting well in your stomach, trust it. Your instincts are there for a reason. Your instincts are there to protect you, and you gotta listen to your instincts. Do your research. Try to figure it out for yourself, and see if you can possibly fix the cureness for yourself. Most of the time when the body is very efficient. The body is a very intelligent system. The body is just very good at fixing various ailments in the body. The body is a very intelligent, complex being, and it's very good at healing itself if you give it the tools. If you give it the right tools that it needs to heal itself. Eat healthy. Make sure you're getting the proper minerals and nutrients in your body. Drink lots of water. Stay away from sugars. Stay away from soda. Stay away from candy. Stay away from bad things. Get your protein. You know, get your omega-3s. Get your vitamins. Get your supplements. Exercise. It's just too easy. It's too easy to have a healthy life. It's too easy to be healthy. You just gotta take care of yourself. That's all you gotta do. And make sure doctors like these are not chopping off various pieces of your body that you need and not ripping out certain things out of your mouth that you really need, okay? Like, just take care of yourself. That's all you gotta do. And I'm telling you right now, like, whenever I got like some kind of, if I did get a bacterial infection, in this case I did not have one, I was perfectly fine, I never had an infection, but in case if you ever do have an infection of some sort, all you gotta do is just take some antibiotics. I can tell you, Lord knows how many times all the infections I've gotten, and I was able to fix it just by taking some antibiotics. You know, I literally had bacteria that was eating my face. It was literally eating the skin off of my face. It was eating me alive. I had a really bad bacterial infection that was eating my face, literally. And all I had to do was take some antibiotics, and it killed the bacteria that was eating my face, that was in my face. Am I gonna go up to a doctor? Oh, you got some bacteria that's eating the flesh off of your face. I guess we just gotta chop off your whole entire head. It's the only way we can do it. You know, like, oh, it's the only way we can do it. We're just gonna chop off your whole head. What? Like, really? Are they gonna say that? Because a lot of these doctor solutions, their only solution is to just chop off things of your body. Are they gonna ripped out my tooth. Are you gonna rip off my head too? You know, it's like these corrupt doctors will do whatever it takes to make money. And so yeah, just take your antibiotics, and you know, you could probably cure like 90% of your illnesses doing that. Just just taking your vitamins and eating healthy alone will cure like 100% of your ailments. Just doing that alone will just cure everything. Just eating healthy and exercising. So I believe I said everything I needed to say. I think this video went over. I think it went over the limit. But I think I've said everything I needed to say. I'm not saying all doctors are bad, but there are amazing doctors. There are amazing doctors that were looking out for me and really were good people. But like I said, as long as money is involved, there's always going to be those corrupt people that get tempted by the power, by the money. And there are going to be doctors that fall prey to that. And you have to be careful, and you just got to trust your instincts, and you just got to listen to your heart, and you got to use your brain, because there are people that will take advantage of you. Sad to say, I wish everybody was good. I wish everybody was inherently good people, but that's just sadly not the case. So thank you everybody for watching. That's my message to you. Do not trust your doctor. Sorry to say, but that's just how it is. Do not trust your doctor. Alright. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a good one. Peace.